The stallion started to canter up the hill. Chloe held on tight, feeling a thrill of excitement. At the crest of the slope, she sat up in the saddle, and Kichiro slowed to a trot. The vantage overlooked an exterior section of megacity Paris, where the Nova Alliance strike force had spent years in trenches. Now there were rows and rows of tents making up the refugee camp her uncle was living in. These were all survivors, people like her who were looking to rebuild their lives.
Be careful.
Chloe gave the stallion a slight kick to the flank. He broke out of the trot and into a gallop. The wind blew through Chloe's wild hair, and she took in a deep breath of air that actually tasted clean. And for the first time in years, she felt alive. The feeling vanished at the sight of a projectile streaking away from the highway that led from the hospital through the refugee camp and back to megacity Paris. It was a missile fired from a pickup truck. Coalition insurgents or Dr. Cross had come for her. Like in her dream, Kichiro jumped up, bucking her off. Chloe fell backwards, reaching out and flailing as the horse vanished in an explosion of fire and metal. She landed on her back and brought up her arms to shield her face from a wave of fire that ripped across the field. It grazed her exposed flesh, burning her arms and neck and singeing some of her clothes. When she pushed herself up to look for Kichiro, she saw only a smoldering crater where the horse had been a moment earlier. A sting ripped up her back, and Chloe twisted to find her shirt was on fire. She rolled in the dirt to suffocate the flames. A sad whinnying split the air close to her. She crawled toward the noise, seeing the stallion over the side of the hill. People were rushing toward them. Leading the group were Cyrus and Apeiron. Gunfire lanced across the road as a squad of pistons closed in on the truck that had slammed into a barrier. Chloe crawled over to Kichiro. 3 of his legs were gone and his chest armor was ripped open, exposing burned and bleeding flesh.
No.
Cyrus slid next to her.
Chloe, are you hurt?
Don't worry about me. Kichiro.
Apeiron crouched and reached out with skeletal fingers to help the horse. Chloe stared into the dark eyes of the dying stallion and then looked to Apeiron.